What is your name and your program?
My name is Lucas Dahl, and I'm in the motion picture production program.
Jesse Atkins, architectural building technology.
My name is Chance Morrow, and I'm in the graphic media design program.
It's Claire Hayter, and I am in the interior design program.
My name is Landon Johnston. I'm in the motion picture production program.
What made you decide to go into your program?
I've always loved movies, always wanted to become a filmmaker, and I love Victoria, and I liked the idea of a shorter program, and it just all worked out.
I can't tell you exactly what made me want to become an interior designer, but I've always wanted to be one since I was a kid.
Well, ever since I was a child, I've had a love for sketching and photography. My parents kind of helped forge that into my character as a young kind of kid, I guess. My mom was always into sketching, and so I saw a lot of that growing up.
I've always had a love for photography and film, and decided to pursue film, and it was well worth it.
I decided to go into the program because I had been running a product design company for about a decade, and I've always been interested in residential design, and I thought since the program is right here in Victoria, I would just give it a shot.
What are your plans after you graduate?
Well, my plans will be to work for myself in some capacity or another. I haven't completely figured that out yet, but I haven't had a conventional job for a very long time, so a 9-to-5 is not for me. But I'm definitely going to start freelancing and just see what I can do with my unique set of skills kind of that I've honed in on over my lifetime so far.
Nothing solid yet, but I'd love to continue writing and directing.
At the end of the day, I want to be an entrepreneur, and hopefully I'll own my own business, at least by the time I'm 35 or 40 is kind of the goal. And yeah, I just kind of want to establish my own brand, essentially.
My plans after I graduate are to hopefully work under someone and gain as much experience and knowledge as I can to then hopefully one day create my own firm.
Do you have anyone, friends, family, or staff that you'd like to thank?
Thank my family for all of their love and support, as well as Eli from the Registrar for always being supportive of the students and being reassuring. And then of course Hala for allowing us to be creative and treating us with kindness.
Yeah, lots of people. Probably, first of all, my husband for supporting me through this. I have 3 small children, and I would not have been able to be a full-time student if he wasn't so supportive. But all the teachers here, Patel for helping me through all of the technological CAD programs that I had to learn this year. You know, Danny, Hala, everyone along the way.
I'd like to thank my parents for sure for giving me this opportunity, and I'd like to thank Jules Malloy, the department head of motion picture production. He's a wonderful teacher and a great guy, and I just learned so much from him.
Just my parents, mom and dad. They really pushed me to pursue this and come down here and kind of fight away from the normal career path that I would have just kind of floated into back home. And so it was really nice and important to me to have their support to kind of push me down here and really pursue something that I'm actually passionate about rather than just taking the easy path. So.
I'd like to thank my parents for sure. They've helped me get through this year a lot, as well as my teachers. They've taught me tons, more than I can imagine, and yeah, that's really going to help me with my career.
How do you feel you grew during your time at PDA?
As a filmmaker, I've grown so much, just being absorbed in this program for the last year, and I just feel night and day comparison to when I started.
Working with other students collaboratively has helped me grow a lot.
During my time at PDA, I feel like I grew quite a lot. Something about being creative and artistic I find goes hand in hand with self-reflection and kind of introspection. So throughout the design process of kind of finding your own artistic style and also finding what artistic styles that you enjoy, then it just kind of helped forge who I am and kind of how I want to be seen in the world and what I like to see in the world.
What was your most positive experience at PDA?
A few come to mind, like going to the Victoria Film Festival as a class for sure, and we did one full overnight shoot and got back to the school to drop off the equipment at 6 in the morning, and I biked home at 7, and it was just this really weird kind of special day.
Most positive experience at PDA was actually a moment before Christmas. We were in the drafting room hand drafting a huge project that was due, and I just had this moment of realization as I was sitting with a whole bunch of people in the room, that I was just with my people. I was with creative people who had similar interests to me, and we were all drawing at the same time, and it was just an amazing moment, yeah.
Do you have any advice for incoming students?
Would be to just be yourself and focus and trust yourself. Like, you're in a room with a lot of creative people, and if you compare your work to other people, you'll never really, be authentic to you. So just trust yourself.
Yes, my advice would be to time manage properly, as everything piles up quickly, but you just got to sit down and do it.
Programs here are relatively short, and it feels like it's just gone by so fast. I think it's really easy to keep your head down and focused on the work, because they're pretty intensive courses, but I think it's important to just take a moment and enjoy the time, because it just goes by so quickly.
Be prepared to have no free time, but that free time is well spent.
Enjoying the little things. It's really important to kind of focus on everything in design, but don't get caught up on the little things for too long either. There's a fine balance you have to find. But yeah, just find joy in the process and enjoy your time here, because it goes by fast.
Awesome. All right. Thank you.